Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how you can enhance your videos using the Superhero Cinematic Pack just like this. So here we are in the Wondershare Filmora video editor. As you can see, I have already edited my video and you can see that everything is here on the timeline. So I'm just going to walk you through my editing process and show you how I've added some of these elements from the Superhero Cinematic Pack. The Superhero Cinematic Pack contains 40 different elements. You can see them right here. So we have some of these colored circles, some light beams, some thunder effects, and then some other fiery sort of effects. To preview any of these, all you have to do is just double click and it will show you the animation for the element. And to get back to the timeline, all you have to do is just click back on it. So adding these elements to the video is super easy. So for example, let's delete this one right here, which is this glowy circle. And to add it back in, all you have to do is literally click and drag the element down onto the timeline. So initially, the element will always be in the middle of the frame. To adjust it, you have to double click on the element in the timeline. And you can see that these lines have appeared that allow us to just resize it. And you can click and drag the element as well. On the left, there are also some options for adjusting the element. So for example, if you don't want to click and drag, you can also use this, which is a lot more accurate, as you can set in specific numbers for your position. You can also use this to rotate the element and to scale it up and down. Also, you can flip it and do all sorts of stuff. Another thing you can do with these is if you go to the color tab and then go to white balance, you can actually slightly adjust the tone of the element by changing the temperature, for example. You can see that it's become a little bit more green, and now I've made the temperature warmer, so it has intensified the color of the element. And you can also change the tint, so it goes from green to red. You can also make some further adjustments, like increasing the contrast. Bear in mind that it does affect the area around the element too, so you can see that there is now this square right here, and if we click off the element, you can actually see the outline right there. So you do have to be careful with that. You can also control the animation of the element. So for example, this one, when it comes in, it looks like this. But let's add the vortex in. So now when I play it back, you can see that it also spirals at the same time. For the text in this video, I've mixed the Superhero Cinematic Pack with the titles from the High-Tech Cyberpunk pack. I think that they go together quite well because they also have that kind of futuristic look to them. So when adding these elements, make sure that you do look out for any areas like this where the animation reaches the edge of the frame and it kind of makes this line. So to avoid that, make sure that you always double click and stretch it out so that it reaches the edge of the frame. So pretty much the process for adding all these elements is the same. You click and drag from the elements window. And what I've just done with them is just resize them in different ways. So you have some elements that are really big and go out of the frame, or I've used some of them to just kind of add a little background to my text. Here at the end, I finished the video off with this fiery circle. I really like how it spirals off and it goes blank. And it goes really well with this fade that I've added to the footage at the end. Adding the transitions to the footage is very similar as with adding the elements. So let's delete this one, and all you have to do is just click and drag to your desired location, and you can also adjust the length of the transition. And by the way, if you like this song, it is the one from the Cinematic Beats pack, and it's called Teardrop Sky. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. I hope that you found it useful and it gave you some ideas on how to use the superhero cinematic pack on your own videos. If you want to check it out for yourself, there will be a link in the description below that will take you over to it. And don't forget to subscribe to the Filmstock channel and like this video as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye!